Noah Abraham Nusra, which is Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon all of you. Today is not about me making speeches. We're going to hear from our guests. So I just want to say the reason behind the open house and event is to introduce the community to each other, to build a bridge between communities and between the officials and people we work with every day, and the people who actually make decisions in our life. They are the ones who are actually writing the bills. They are the ones who are doing the rules, and you want to know your rights, and you want to know who you are, who representing you. So we picked a few of them, and they were picked based on their community service because they are the ones who dedicate themselves to serve our community. So we really, from the bottom of my heart, and I speak on behalf of the Imam and the board and the community, we thank them all for their hard work and for them doing the best they can do to keep us safe and keep our kids grow and have better futures. So I'm going to start the event by phrase from the Quran with our Imam Sa'id al-Qasabi. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى أن يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكن خيرا منهن ولا تلمزوا أنفسكم ولا تنابذوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه واتقوا الله إن الله تواب رحيم. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. صدق الله العظيم. God bless you. Jazakallah khair. And the translation for the surah from the Quran will be with one of our youth club, Sister Basma.
The first ayah Sheikh read translates to, O you who believe, let not some men among you laugh at others. It may be that the later are better than the former. Nor let some women laugh at others. It may be that later are better than the former. Nor defame, nor be sarcastic to each other, nor call each other by offensive nicknames. Ill-seeming is a name connoting wickedness to be used of one, after he has believed, and those who do not desist are indeed doing wrong. The second ayah is, O you who believe, avoid suspicion as much as possible. For suspicion, in some cases, is a sin. And spy not on each other, nor speak of each other behind their backs. Would any of you like to eat the flesh of his dead brother? Nay, you would abhor it. but fear Allah, for Allah is of returning most merciful. The third ayah was, O mankind, we create you from a single pair of male and a female, and made you into nations and tribes, that you may know each other, not that you may despise each other. Verily, the most honored of you in the sight of Allah is he who is the most righteous of you. And Allah has full knowledge and is well acquainted with all things.
Jazakallah khair. The summary of the Quran phrases is basically that we all created to know each other. We all were created to work with each other. We're all created to love with each other. In Islam, there is no colors, there is no distinguish between rich and poor. We all, in the eyes of God, are evenly equal. We all born to worship. We're all born to worship the creators. All faiths, they are going in different paths toward the same goal, which is to worship God. And we'll do all our good deeds to build a relationship with God. And in order to do this relationship with God is normally you have to be good to your neighbors, you have to be good to your community, you have to be good to everyone that's around you, and no reason to hold any grudges because life is short. Enjoy yourself, have fun with everyone else, and love and peace with everyone. And now I'll move to the honoring ceremony, and really from the bottom of my heart is we appreciate all the hard work you guys do for us. And I would like to have from the freeholders, we have a lot of freeholders. As you know, it's Cinco de Mayo today, so I understand maybe some of them have a few drinks and they couldn't make it with us, but no. We actually pray for them. I know they're busy people and they have their other stuff to do. So we have the chief, we have the executive here. So Sergio will be speaking on their behalf. Thank you, Sergio. How about we take pictures first? Let's take the pictures. Check. Imam, say. The board members. Muhammad. Ashi. Thank you.
Well, first, I think a lot of people don't know what a freeholder is. Am I correct?
Yes.
So basically, I'm the freeholder chairman. And as a freeholder, we represent all 21 towns in Union County. Everywhere from Elizabeth to Roselle, Berkeley Heights, New Providence, Plainfield. We represent all 21 towns, working with the local elected officials, but also running our own county government. So we have our own public works department, our own recreation department, Union County College. We have our own high schools. So we're in charge of everything the municipality does, but on a larger scale, dealing with all 21 towns. So as a representative here of our freeholder colleagues who apologize for not being able to be in attendance for this great event, I want to say we look forward to working together with you. We thank Dr. Rashid and Mom also and all everybody who's part of this center for allowing us to partake in your ceremony and partake in, the festivities that you have planned when it comes to honoring individuals, but more importantly, partaking in your religion. And my brother-in-law is Muslim also, and I wouldn't give up my nieces or nephews or my brother-in-law for anything. I think that's a great thing that makes Union County so great, is that we're able to be diversified, we're able to come together and, like I said before, treat each other like equals and go past the color of your skin and go past where you come from in this world, because at the end of the day it should be about us being one and helping each other out to make sure we grow together and grow as one. So I just want to say thank you again.
I understand he has to go, so thank you. Feel free to go whenever you want. So now I'm going to introduce a brother to me, a friend of my community, Actually, I have a lot of my success due to him, and he's a different faith, and I'm gonna make him closer to his faith, God willing. And with that, I can introduce Michael Bowles.
Thank you. I'll try to keep it short. You know me, I have to talk for a long time here. But about 3 years ago, I came in here, I met with Well, and I was talking about the community and how to get the Islamic Center involved with our community. And since then, we forged a friendship, but also with everybody that's part of the Islamic Center as well. We brought a racing team for disabled vets and first responders, and it has grown in the last 3 years, where we had to come up with a charity also just to help our veterans. And this center has played a big role, huge role, in helping us operate day-to-day operations. I can come here anytime and get anything I need to help our disabled people. And it's a blessing to know that I can come to another faith, which I don't even think about as if it's like that, to get the things we can to help others. It's all about helping others. That's the most important thing that we accomplish. We work together to help someone live a better life. And if we can do that, who cares what religion or background we come from? It's just doing the right thing. And I love the friendship that we have here, and I thank you for having me here as part of your family. And maybe I will try to work a little bit harder on my faith and start attending some of the services. But thank you again for the time.
Thank you, Michael. And yes, our teamwork with a veteran, we have not started yet. We will start harder. I mean, he has a lot of accomplishment, and we will support him 100% because we are fabric of this society. We are part of this society. We are the society, and we are looking for a future for our youth from this society to lead. Since the mayor is not here, I would like to see one of our kids to become the mayor of this town. Since Michael said a lot of good things about me, I'm going to give him the mic and he can call.
Next person, FMBA president, union firefighter, Eddie Allen.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Rashid, for the great honor. You know, I grew up in Union. I came here back in the mid-'80s, proud graduate of Union High School. I actually grew up with Mike Bowl, and I see some other folks in the back. The Peckoffs are here. I grew up with their daughters. This town has always been and always been proud of its diversity. And I just want to say, from the firefighters here in Union and across the state of New Jersey, thank you for this award. Thank you for your friendship. And as has been said today, we should all be working together to strive one thing, the common good. And I'm very proud to be here today, and thank you again for this award.
Thank you very much. I know the chief, they have a cold and they have to leave to save some people's lives. On behalf of my community, for the whole fire department teams, thank you, thank you, thank you. And may God bless you guys for all the work you do for us. God bless.
From the Union County
So, I'm going to introduce the team here. They are from the Union County Interface. And they have monthly magazines. And they allowed us actually to write a few times in the magazine. So God bless them. They are really... I never saw organization can put all the religions in one building and give them a chance to speak. And the message was clearly the same. We are people of God, we are people equal, we are here to love each other and to have peaceful. If everybody functioned the same as this group, will be never war, will be never blood split anywhere, will be peace around the world.
Assalamu alaikum. It's a real pleasure to be here with you all this evening, and thank you, Dr. Rashid, for the wonderful introduction to the Union County Interfaith Coordinating Council. Skip Winter is here, as we're both part of the outreach team for the group, and it's one thing I've learned going from houses of worship across the county is that there's a wonderful diversity of religions and ethnicities and different people all over the county. And it's one thing to recognize diversity, but then to appreciate what people have to bring to the table and how that discloses a new aspect of my own self, my own relationship to God, my own relationship to neighbor. And the Muslim community in Union County, the Islamic Center in Union County, has just been wonderful partners in bearing this gracious message to the world and to this community, to our towns and neighborhoods, that we are strengthened by one another, that we have more in common than we have in differences, and that we are blessed by each other's presence. So thank you very much for having us here tonight.
Just to echo some of the comments that were just made, the Islamic community has been a huge effort and a big part of our organization since its inception, and that we can't thank all of you enough for all the support that you give to us every day. October 9th at St. Bartholomew's Church in Scotch Plains is going to be, I guess it's our fifth annual day of prayer, and it's been held at St. Helen's Church in Westfield the last 2 years, and we changed locations this year. Islamic community has been a huge participant in that, and we look forward to them participating again. We have over 650 people gather on that one particular evening to worship together and to learn from each other and to respect each other. And we definitely look forward to that event again and look forward to your participation as well. Thank you.
It's amazing to work with everybody. It's a pleasure to all of us.
Union Police Officer Michael LaJudas.
I know Michael from many events I attended for the township, and when we said let's pick an officer can represent this community and have hard work in the community service, Michael is named service. God bless you, Michael. And can we have one in the room? God bless you.
Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure and a great honor to receive this award from the Islamic Center of Union County today. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm very gracious for that. With that being said, it is very hard to follow up all of these people who came up here to speak before me, because we all share the same interests together to bring our communities together, our religions, our faith, our ethnicities, all to become one. And with that, the Union Township Police Department is dedicated and committed to doing that as well. We will continue to be involved in all of the community events that we possibly can be. And we hope that in the future you feel the same and can get involved to bring this community and the Township of Union together to be as one. So again, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I am very honored to be here tonight and receive this award.
Now, as Michael Paul said earlier, we are really involved with the veterans and helping the veterans. And I met so many of them, and they all touch my heart, and I hope I touch their heart. I'm very active with them, and I feel for them. They are the first defenders for our country. They help us. They save lives. Their job is not to be in war. This is the government. This is the orders. They are human like us, and they come back, and they actually told me Islamic stories I didn't know about. So they really, the people who were in Afghanistan and Pakistan and Iraq, and they get to meet the Muslim family and the Muslim people in their own environment, they realize, they are the first one to realize that the media is fake. The media mispresent Islam. The media only present Islam with one stroke of paintbrush. They don't realize that Islam is, and Muslims are people of faith, people of peace, and loving people, and they are really care about the neighbors, they really care about the environment. And what you hear and what you say and the misunderstanding and the propaganda about Islam, and when you hear an accident or something happening, if it's a Muslim name or has a smell of a Muslim name to it, it will be in the media for months and months and months, where many other accidents bigger than that it happens, where you don't hear it only for a split of a second. I know the media is not fair to Islam, but that's okay. It makes us stronger, it makes us closer to God, it makes us to believe in who we are, and make us better people. So with that, the only person surfacing in my mind was Bob Johnson. So he is going to take the message to the rest of the veterans to tell them, ICUC community, ICUC board, ICUC imam, love you and have you in his prayers. Bob. He said many things behind my back. I want to hear it for the first time.
First of all, Dr. Rashid, thank you so much for this honor to be able to represent all our veterans in the town and in the community. Very hard to follow people like this who are actively out there supporting the community. And I feel blessed to be here with all of you. I'll just relay one quick story if you don't mind. I know food's waiting. Kids are getting anxious. I met Dr. Rashid 2.5 years ago at the 9/11 ceremony. Mike Paul and I were involved with a group that was taking a 24-hour bike ride to Washington, D.C. to the Army Hospital down there to raise awareness for PTSD, those soldiers suffering from PTSD. And Dr. Rashid was one of the speakers and started with an opening prayer, and I listened to that, and I have to admit that my thoughts were very different about the Muslim community before I listened to Dr. Rashid. And after I listened to him talk about God, because I belong to the Lutheran church in town, it doesn't make any difference what church you belong to, but we all believe in God. And we all have a strong faith. And that faith leads us to treat people equally and try to respect one another, no matter what they've gone through. And a lot of the veterans came home in one of the wars and their backs were turned. You know, people didn't want us to march in the Memorial Day Parade. They didn't want us to join organizations. So a lot of us have gone through what you people have gone through. And all of us have done that. And to hear Dr. Rashid speak the way he did, and I had to tell him, I went up to him one day and I said, I got to tell you something. I'm not going to convert, but you certainly changed my mind. And as he said, I do speak out. And I do. When anyone says anything about the community center or anything like that, and we're trying, and I think we're making a lot of headway. And we've supported our veterans so much, all of you, that I can't thank you enough. And it's a deep honor for me to get this award. Thank you very much.
So one of our jobs in the Islamic Center of Union County under our Imam Sheikh Saeed Al-Qasabi, not to convert or revert anybody. That's not our job. Our job is to practice our religion, to present Islam, and don't judge me because I pray. Judge me with the way I treat you. I will not come to you with a holy book and speaks for you. Treat me or judge me based how I behave. My behavior should be the judgment. I behave as I learn Islam. I am Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and I follow Prophet Isa, peace be upon him. I follow Prophet Musa, peace upon him, and I follow Prophet Muhammad, Ibrahim and Musa and Noah. I follow all the prophets, and they all have the same message: to be good to others and to treat each other perfectly. So thank you, Paul, for these beautiful words. Now I want to present a good friend to me, and actually he opened the door to me, to the community, the committee in the township. He was a mayor, and he's a committee man now, and I love him as a big brother. He was a teacher for my kids, and he's well known in the community, and I'm just going to call him Manny because he's a friend.
I'm glad you just called me Manny. With my jacket on, so I don't show that flanker.
He always present the ICUC, and he always give ICUC great package. So even if we are missing an event, he wants to know why we're missing. So God bless you.
Thank you. That was good, thank you. Thank you, Wada, for your words, and I do agree. It's about opening our community to everyone. And I know when I was mayor, we made sure we welcomed you, especially since I knew your family. You know, it's important. It's important that we are all family. We are all human beings, no matter what color, what race, what religion. We all start the same, we all end the same. And I forget, a few years ago, there was something, people talked about the dash. And I said, well, what's the dash? Well, the dash is the year you're born, then there's a dash, and then there's the year you die. And that little small, insignificant dash in between is probably the most important thing. It's what you've done since the day you were born until the day you leave this earth, that dash. And it's building relationships with human beings is what it is about. I just came from a Catholic church, I'm an organist, and I said to them, I'm going to an Islamic center. They looked at me like, what? I go, you need to learn about it. You need to learn about it, because they're not much different than us. They are no different than us. I'm going there to be a human being along with them, and that's really what it's all about. So I thank you again, and I know Ms. Dellisfort, my committee woman, is on. Oh, look at this. I must have ESP, because I knew she was on her way. May I call her up with me, Mario, do you mind? Michelle, go to work. And this is what it's about. It's about community. It's about all colors, all races, all religions coming together. And here you have it in the three of us, you know? This is better looking, this is better looking. The guy in the middle is not too good looking, but will take me. My wife took me, and that's all that matters. Enjoy the evening. Thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart for inviting me today, Wiley. And enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry I'm late, but I just want to echo the words of Committeeman Figueroa. I think this is Manny. I think this is a wonderful opportunity to come and to meet and talk to all of you. I took the tour, and it's a wonderful place. I've been here in the past, but again, I just think, I thank you very much for opening your doors to us. I thank you very much for always just keeping in touch and including us in everything you do. I just really appreciate being a part of your community.
And I'm sure by November you will see Manny's and this for voters and for the township. Every year we do the election, voting in this town. And now, the chief is here. So the chief, come over. So, today I'm using everybody by their first name, so forgive me for that. So, because I want to make you feel you're comfortable, you are part of us. It's okay, that's Henry or I? Okay. So, Henry is the chief of he actually, probably once a month, the fire alarm in this center will go on. Yeah? They cook a lot of sausages and bacon and eggs here, so. And they try to pick the alarm systems around 5 a.m. This is where the first prayer is, and they get hungry and they start cooking. So, for him and his team, we have you in our prayers. We really appreciate everything you guys do for us. I know you save lives. I know you guys, we consider you as angels. You are our angels who protect us and save us. And I know our kids, a lot of them, they dream to become a firefighter or policeman, so they get a chance. So they take interns, register for them. And we love you guys, and forgive us for waking you up early. I know you guys go to sleep, but sometime we do. So God bless you. Can I call you Jamal? I can call you Jamal. So, I know a lot of our youth, and we promote our youth to get into politics, to understand politics, to know what is politics. We're new to this politics systems, and that's why we have no good lawyer to present Islam. Our Imam said it many times. We have a good case, but we don't have a lawyer to present us. That's why everybody goes all over us. The media, the newspapers, anyone uneducated or have no knowledge of Islam or know any Muslims will just patch us and give us the bad image. And sometimes the propaganda works because who paid the media? The good people. I'm going to call them good people because I'm a good Muslim. So everybody's good to me. So Jamal is one of the guys can help us. So I'm going to put him on the spot. He can take us to what do you call that, in Trenton? The state house. He can take us to the state house. So our youth, Jamal can take us to the state house. You'll be the governor one day. Jamal.
Well, let's give it up for ICUC. Come on! Wow, what great appreciation. I want to thank you and to ICUC for this wonderful plaque. You know, as an elected official, you know, I'm your state representative. I've been a mayor, I've been a councilman. And one of the unique things that we always try to do as elected officials is reach out to community organizations and people in the community. Oftentimes, most individuals don't accept us as elected officials to work and partner with us so that we can build, because at the end of the day, we're all one human race and one human being. But what I found so unique about ICUC is that you reached out. You are reaching out. You have the former mayor here, you have our fire department, police. It's about community at the end of the day. And so when I look at this award, and I'm very grateful to represent you in Trenton, I want to accept this award for all of you who are part of this wonderful organization, because together we partner to make things happen together for our communities. It's not just about the one elected official, it's not about the one county official, it's not about the one state official, it's not about the one governor, it's not about the one president. It's about each and every one of us that lives in our community of America. And so tonight I want to say thank you. Thank you to you for working with us, because all too often we don't have those partnerships with organizations. And I'm very humbled tonight, to receive this on behalf of you, but to share this plaque with you, because together we're working together so that we have a greater community. God bless you all, and thank you so very much.
So, would anyone like to say something before I do the closing remarks? Anyone? No? Okay. So, we appreciate everybody coming here. I know it's Saturday. I know it's a beautiful day. I know it's evening. Leaving your family and come to be with us. It means a lot to us. To pick those days is not really easy. I want to pick different days. But, you know, to honor 20 people, it was hard to fit everybody in the calendar. But I appreciate everyone with us today and the people who could not be with us today. I mean, each one has their own valid excuse. We keep them in our prayer, and at least they can watch the video and the youth streaming from us alive in our website, and they can see that we are together. We can make a difference. I can work hard by my own, but when we are together, we will make changes and we'll make a difference. With that, enjoy the food in the back and mangoes, and this is your place. So please, ICUC for everyone in Union County and other counties. You're welcome anytime, feel at home, and God bless you all. And on behalf of Imam Saeed, the Qasabi, and the board, we appreciate everyone and your attendance. And God bless you. All the honorees come to open contribution. Everyone for your contribution. Let's have a family picture together. Here.